Listen to this wise person at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Scorpio. You have to listen to this really, really wise person. There is just someone here. An amazing person who is extremely down to earth. This person is also really intelligent. This person is also really clever. This is someone who loves nature. This is someone who loves animals. This is someone who is like so passionate about the right things in life, and someone who is not afraid to show their emotions and their feelings, and somebody who is extremely, extremely open-minded, So this particular person, what you like about this person, it's like you recognize something very specific in this person that you feel very connected to, that it's very difficult for you to explain what this is exactly. So these are the like bits and pieces, the glimpse that I'm getting out of here, my gorgeous Scorpione, exactly what an impact this person is making in your life just by basically existing. Well, let me tell you something, that person actually is going to tell you something at the beginning of this week. So either this person is going to tell you something, or it's going to be either through this person, through this person you're going to understand something, or you're going to realize something. Okay, so either this person is going to tell you this directly, or this person is going to be speaking and you're going to get and gain this information out of this person. However this happens, this person is really going to be responsible for you understanding not to explode but not to kind of you will understand not to respond to some kind of situation in your life in a really negative, abrupt and angry way. Okay, an aggressive way. Do you see what I mean? So this person is going to have a really wonderful and calming influence and impact on you and on your life, because you are actually going to be able to protect yourself and protect your energy from doing something silly, like maybe like having a go at someone or having an argument with someone, because this is a lot to do with you wanting to kind of maybe have a little row with someone, or having a little argument with someone, having a disagreement with someone. Someone is going to be on your mind, but you really need to understand, my gorgeous Scorpione, that you must not waste your energy when it comes to this person and this situation whatsoever, because this is someone that you're going to feel angry about. You see what I mean? Like you're going to feel this amount of like a very kind of like a angry, negative energy, and then you will want to kind of like like just have a go at someone, or do you know what I mean? It's like a very negative and unnecessary energy in your life that only brings your vibration down. That's not what you need to get out of it. That's not what you need to learn out of it. What you need to learn out of it, it's something completely different that you're going to learn about yourself within the next 2 or 3 days after that moment in time. Believe me or not, what you're going to actually understand through this situation by the end of the week is that that you are going to have a sudden and unexpected progress in your life. It's bringing you a very positive change indeed, and this is what you're going to understand, that is the end of certain delays, by the end of the week, so when you respond in the right way. So just be like a bit of a hippish, be friendly with everyone, be nice, be open-minded. I'm not saying that you're going around and having a row with people. Please don't get me wrong. Even my plantini is like, no, don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? So this is important for you to understand. So it's like just a bit of a karmic challenge that you're going to have, but thank God that you've got this lovely person here who is actually going to influence you in the right way, so you don't have a row. You don't kind of somehow you're going to understand not to have a row, not to have an argument, not to have a disagreement. You will understand that it's completely unnecessary, and it will be ultimately the worst thing to do. And somehow you're also going to understand that there is something like that. It's going to come out of it. Something is going to come out of it if you respond in a positive and optimistic way, and you preserve your energy. Do not waste your energy with people who don't mean anything to you. This is important, because it's just going to take you a little while until you understand what happened and what actually you've done, until you have the certain lesson that is going to shower your life yet again, until you give the actual appropriate response. By giving the appropriate response, I mean that you respond in an exact way, the way you should respond at this stage of your spiritual journey. We don't want to go backwards, we want to go forward. You see what I mean? Important indeed. And also, my gorgeous Scorpione, By the way, this is the reading between the 12th and the 18th of December 2022. And also, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's like, oh my God, mental a week in the best possible way. You know, when I say mental, like I mean good, you know what I mean? I mean like crazy, but in a good way, because I don't know, you are entering a very, very specific vibration, very specific dimension where you're going to be able to see things that you didn't see before, but also you are going to have this mind-blowing vision, this mind-blowing vision at the beginning of the week. It's gonna come to you when you least expected. You know what I mean? Maybe you're gonna be licking ice cream or something, and then you have this vision, you know? It's like gonna happen at a time when you least completely expected. That's what I'm trying to say, you know? So it's like basically you're licking an ice cream and then suddenly you have a vision, you know? Like, I cannot explain this to you. This is important to understand, that being spontaneous, it's like a kind of like a secret little formula here, being spontaneous, because spontaneous energy has got like a completely different and a very unique vibration that makes us feel in a different way and makes us see things in a different way. It's pretty much so connected to our third psychic eye. So we are like, oh my God, we are somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Like, we always are somewhere else. You know, we are here and we are somewhere else. We live in like a multiple dimensions, do you know? And it's like, this is the situation that I'm trying to explain it to you. So at the beginning of the week, you are going to have this vision that it's going to come to you completely out of the blue when you least expect it. Not necessarily while you're licking an ice cream, but it's like when you least expect it. And this vision, it's like, you know, you need to understand this is how you want your life to be. This vision is going to be consisting of you understanding clearly and completely what's missing in your life and what you want in your life. But what you will not understand, what you will not see at this moment in time, do you know what you're not going to understand and what you're not going to see? Do you know what it is? You're not going to understand and you're not going to see as such that this is going to bring such a great victory into your life. Oh God, I can't take it off. This is just going to bring you like a great recognition and a victory into your life, my gorgeous Scorpione. You are gonna, this is going to bring you to like an ultimate achievement where you're going to feel so proud with yourself, so excited with yourself. You will want to shout up the rooftops because you will do the right thing, and it's not even going to be that long until you realize that you made a step in the right direction just by paying attention to this vision that you're going to have. So this vision is not only going to make you feel, oh my God, alive again, it's going to help you to reconnect with yourself, but at the same time it is going to lead towards the greatest recognition and the actual victory in your life. And I really, really like it. And also, do you know what? Somehow, my gorgeous Scorpione, you are really at the beginning of the week, you know, suddenly someone is going to be on your mind also. Do you know what? People in general are going to be playing a huge role when it comes to this week. But anyway, it's always good. It's always good. It always reminds you what an amazing role people in your life actually play. Whether these are people from 100 years ago, not 100, but you know, whether these are people are from a long time ago, like our childhood and things like that, or whether these are the people who we just came across a couple of weeks ago, it doesn't really matter. Every single person, every single situation is playing a specific role in our lives. So my point is that at the beginning of this week, you're also going to be reminded of someone suddenly, and this is going to surprise you, why you're thinking about this person. You know, it could be like a Jane, you know, from childhood. It could be Marina from childhood. It could be like a Sophie from childhood, a John, a Mark, you know, like Matthew. You know, it could be like anyone, like, you know what I mean? Like a specific person from your childhood is going to be on your mind. But what is going to surprise you, like, why is this person suddenly on your mind? And this can very often occur, like when we wake up the first thing in the morning, because, you know the story, I said it millions of times, that when we sleep, we travel. We have astral projections every night. We dream every night, but we don't necessarily remember. Do you know what I mean? So that's why that stage in the period, as soon as we wake up in the morning, it's rather important, because we are still kind of able to kind of like really recognize the specific situation that we should pay attention to. So it may well come like right around the time you wake up in the morning and suddenly Marie is on your mind, or David is on your mind, or you know, like Samantha is on your mind. You know what I mean? It's like, and then from your childhood, for example, and then you're like, why is this person on my mind? And you need to work this out. This is very important, because that person is going to trigger you. That person is also like kind of gonna, through that person you will understand that you need to make a transformation. You need to start the process of transformation. Somehow through that person you're gonna understand how precious life is, how interesting life is, and how powerful you need to be, how brave do you need to be. You know, there is so much that you're gonna actually realize through this person, because it's like almost as if like your strength is gonna come back through this person. This is also gonna mark the time where you are gonna realize through that person that you're more powerful than you actually thought you are. Okay, so this is when things are going to start becoming very, very interesting for you indeed. So it's well worth to pay attention to, because on one hand, through that person you will know that it's time to transform your life, but you will know exactly what needs transformation. But at the same time, it's all about this bravery and confidence and self-esteem that's needed as much to kind of go on this way, go on this particular spiritual journey, because the bravery is like a very powerful energy indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's just basically, it's like, you know what? It's like, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's like, again, someone who is like a very close to you, somebody who's consistent in your life. Somebody, like very prominent person in your life, whether this is your brother, whether this is your sister, whether this is your mother, father, whether this is your partner, husband, wife, you know, somebody very prominent in your life. It's gonna tell you something and you're not gonna like it, but it's gonna be like such a nice, gentle kick up your butt, you know, kick up your bum to do something, because you've been going on about doing something for such a long time, but you're not doing nothing about it. You've been saying that you want to do something and it means to you so much, but it's almost as if you are waiting for the people's approval to do this. Never wait for somebody else's approval to do something. And even if you have a moment of 5 minutes to do something, that's exactly what you should do. That's required from your spiritual, you know, journey. That's required from your karma to tap into something. So this is why sometimes there are certain things on your mind that you cannot explain, you know, but you know they're there. Do you know what I mean? And they keep on coming back. And so it's almost as if you've been talking about something for so long, for a while, but you haven't done much about it. Maybe you haven't done a little bit, but you haven't done enough about it. So there is someone like very much so, you know, gonna be quite honest with you in just a little bit of a abrupt way here, and you're almost going to be like a little bit offended, like, oh, don't speak to me like that. You're going to be like, don't speak to me like that, almost as if you're going to be a little bit offended. But sometimes this is exactly what we need, and this is why people in our lives are so precious, because they tell us exactly how things are. And even if we get offended, you know, but it's coming from someone so prominent, you know that they don't hate you, they don't dislike you, they're just being brutally honest with you. So it's going to be reminded from someone in your life that you should do what you wanted to do. And you know what? First of all, you're going to feel a little bit offended, but then again, you are going to feel kind of very, you're going to be surprised with yourself, because now suddenly this offensive feeling that you're going to have, it's going to disappear really quickly, because instead of feeling offensive, you're going to be like, I wonder what will happen if I do this. That's how you're going to feel, you know. And then this is going to make you aware of that you're almost like kind of ready for some kind of adventure in your life. And these are very, very specific feelings and vibrations that we need to follow, because they can only make our lives better, you know. And this is your own intuition guiding you at this stage of your life, like always, of course, but it's something that you need to give a full attention to, of course. So this is all going to kind of lead towards you deciding now to make a really brave step, really bold move. So this is all going to be consisting in you making a really bold move. And normally you would be worried about money and about financial situation when it comes to this, but now you're just going to be like, you know what, this is exactly what you need to do in order to make your financial situation so much better, so much more solid. But also at the same time you will realize by the end of all this that this is the part of a clear direction. This is all going to kind of become a part of a clear direction in your life that you have to really understand that it should take the main priority indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpionic, you know what? I feel like you are going to feel a little bit insecure. And you know why you're going to feel a little bit insecure? Because, you know, I think that you also have been through this like feeling of self-restriction over the last 9 or 10 months, quite a lot, you know. This is why you're going to feel insecure, because you kind of felt self-restricted for way too long. And you need to understand that at the same time, over the last 9 or 10 months, something came to an end, and you need to accept this situation for what it is. It's something that, you know, went a wrong way over the last 9 or 10 months, almost a year ago, and something it's like not gonna kind of be returning into your life. But it's not a bad thing whatsoever, trust me. This is brilliant, because as soon as you kind of accept this for what it is, you're going to be able to move on, and you're going to be able to start the process of your own little spiritual awakening, because you will see that, you know, the worst is actually over. But by you accepting this situation, that it's like something is like not going to be happening, but this is something that's already like almost 1 year ago, like in the past, and you're going to surprise yourself, oh my god, I was worried like if I move on from this. But then again, there are some kind of lies gonna come out, and dishonesty at around that situation that was going on at around almost a year in your life. So this is all gonna contribute towards you knowing that you are most certainly and most importantly doing the right thing, my gorgeous Scorpione, because what you're doing the right thing, you are this is a very wise thing for you to do, to move on from this part and this stage of your life. This is a very wise thing for you to accept this, like something actually came to an end, something is over, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to bring you an important recognition by the end of this week indeed. And an important recognition that I'm talking about, it's like basically you realizing that, you know what, all this that happens is literally making you to leave your old life behind, things that you have been like kind of fighting yourself with, especially when it comes to you maybe not being completely honest with yourself. You're going along with things that you have been doing, but maybe reaching the destination in your life that you want more out of life. You want more things that fuels your passion, and this is exactly the path that you're going to find yourself at. What you need to do throughout this week is just talk to yourself, baby, and see you know what is driving you forward, what makes you feel extremely happy, what makes you feel extremely passionate about your life. And as soon as you like comes to you, I want to talk to Jane or Mary, no baby, no, it needs to come from you. This is very important, and even if it's the wrong decision, it doesn't matter. You will know what I might say, you will see exactly what I mean, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. So now I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be oracle card of the week. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpione, what is going to be an oracle card of the week? What is going to be an oracle card of the week is time to reflect. Yes, surprise, surprise. This is very, very important, my gorgeous Scorpione. Just remember, it is just so important. If you think that things are getting a little bit too much, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what's happening around you, just remember to take a little break and recharge. You are going to benefit from nature again like never before this week. You're going to benefit from like meditation like never before. You're going to benefit also like by doing doing things that makes you feel so good about yourself, especially when it comes to your own spirituality, and especially when it comes to you investigating things that you haven't investigated in terms of your own spirituality. Very often people don't understand what a role spirituality plays in our lives. We are the actual spirituality, and the more we understand this, the more powerful we become. The more we understand this, the more open-minded we become, and the more we understanding, the better things happen to us much quicker and much sooner, because we are believing in ourselves. At the same time, we create this ripple effect which is like absolutely undestroyable whatsoever. It just keeps going and keeps going, and it keeps going towards the right direction, and it pulling us as well towards it, you know, without doing too much. So it's very, very important for you to understand, to try to take a little break and recharge. And let me tell you, it's not only about that. For example, if you just go into the forest, okay, I've got an itch, sorry. If you just go into the forest, like, you know how I always on about forest, I'm obsessed with nature, I'm obsessed with forest, you know. So if you go into the forest and you relax a little bit, you sit down, it's a very special vibration, it's a very special energy, you know. It just has got such a mind-blowing effect on you. And at the same time, you know, so whether you go into the forest, whether you meditate for a few minutes, whether you kind of like ground yourself in your own kind of unique way, whatever you do, what you need to understand that a very, very interesting idea is going to come to you after that moment in time. It's not going to be long. Within the next few hours, there is a very, very crazy, mind-blowing idea going to come to you for the first time in your life, and you're not going to be able to understand how adamant and how strong do you feel, you know, to do this, because this particular idea hasn't been in your mind yet. This particular idea is something that you haven't got experience in life, and this particular idea is going to start becoming very, very interesting point in your life. So it's going to bring something really fresh, you know, that is going to bring so much of the actual colorful energy into your life. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.